Today I'm going to be teaching 3 by 1 digit long multiplication. Now, in this sense, the long multiplication way takes away the mental math aspect of multiplication, which has been traditionally used. And this makes it pretty much a lot easier to do and mistake-free, so you don't have to keep numbers within your head. So right now, our question is 384 times 7. Now, do you remember expanded form? There had to be some sort of reason why we would make things into expanded form. And simply put, we can use expanded form in this question to help us multiply. So, right now, 384 in its expanded form is 300 plus 80 plus 4. Now this is going to become very, very relevant because it's important to know when you're multiplying, you're actually multiplying by these numbers. Now, in our first step of multiplication, we're going to be multiplying everything by the number 7. And with the 7, we're going to be multiplying the number 384 using the digits from the right to the left. So we're going to be starting with 4, then the 8, then the 3. Now this is where the expanded form works. So when we are going to be multiplying, our first step that we're going to be doing is 7 times 4. And as we see in our expanded form, that the 4 is going to be used. And that is in the ones column, therefore we can do a straight up 7 times 4. So what are we going to do? We're going to do 7 times 4. And that equals 28. And we're just going to write down 28 right away. Now, the next step, as we know, is to multiply the 7 by the 8. So we've already multiplied by the 4. Now we're going to be working on this 8. Now, does this 8 actually mean 8? And the answer is no. It is actually 80. Because in our expanded form and in our place value math, the 8 equals 80. So what are we going to do? We're going to take that 7 and we're going to multiply it by 80. So 7 times 80, and this is our second step. Now, any multiplication with a 0, when multiplying with a 0, you have a 0 at the end. So 7 times 0, we have our 0. And now we can do a straight up 7 times 8. And 7 times 8 is 56. And we're going to write down 56. So now we have the number 560. Now we're going to be multiplying the 7 by the 3. But this 3, once again, actually represents 300. And this is our expanded form. And we're going to multiply. Instead of going 3 times, or 7 times 3, it's actually 7 times 300. Now in 300, there's 2 zeros. So right away we know that 7 times 0 and 7 times 0 is going to be 0. 2 zeros as our last 2 digits in this number. Now we can do a straight up 7 times 3. And the answer to that is 21. Now all we have to do is add up all those numbers, and it's very simply put. We have 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. Then we have 5 plus 1, which is 6. And finally our 2 with zeros there, and we have 2,688.